and hello everyone. I just wish and pray that wherever you are now, I hope you are safe and stay healthy, especially to those who are in college right now. I pray that Allah grant you a patience, and please reach out your family, friends, or your lecturer if you need someone to talk to or you have a problems. Don't keep it to yourself. And for those who are at home right now, please do something beneficial activity and keep on continue the learning activities. Don't stop even you are at home to be more productive. Okay, so I just wish you more progressive when you are at home. uh, so before I start the lecture for lecture 7, I would like to recall what we have learned in previous lecture, which is lecture 6, how to design a good playground. So basically, as I shown you some example in Taman Tajik Sisi Wangsa and one in the Seoul, how the comparison can be made between these two playground in these two cities, and you can see there is a different how planner or landscape architect or architect thinks to fulfill the needs for the childrens, because we should understand that childrens, they are in the stage of brain development. They like to explore, they like to be to throw out their creativity. So playground is the best place for them to learn and play at the same time, and not only at home, but they have to be, children have to be a part of the city. Okay, so we should like to see that in a city center or in the town center, we would like to see there's a playground or space for children to play around, not only in indoor but in outdoor. Okay, so last week lecture is about playground, and I show you a YouTube video. They have a few keywords that we have to consider when we design the playground. First is independent, flexible, adaptability, accessibility, inclusive, what else? Safety, the most important things, because as a parents, they are very concerned about the children's safety, especially from where they have the children have to travel from the home to the playground and in the playground. Okay, so that's all for the last week. I hope you can recall, and for this for today lecture, I hope you can spend at least 30 minutes to 1 hour to listen and to learn something from today lecture, which is lecture 7. So lecture 7 is planning process for preparations. So as I told you in our in earlier semester, that everything as a town planner, everything you do is all about planning. Okay, so you have to plan for the preparation. So when involved planning, it must involve the process. What is the process? Starting from what? Until the end of the process. So same goes to when you learned housing planning and transportation planning. Even you, if last semester that you did the residential layout, they have the process beginning from the carry out the literature review, and then you went to the site to collect the data, and then you conduct the site analysis, and then you present your idea, your concept to solve the problems you identify in the site, and then you come up with a good layout. So this is the process. So same goes to the recreational. Okay, so it's all about. So first of all, what is the fundamental of providing a good park? Okay, what is the fundamental? What is the principle? What is the designer? You should understand first. I think you should understand the behavior, user needs. Who is your target user? Is it children? Is it the infant? Is it youth or teenagers, adults, or the family, or elderly maybe, or everyone who deserve have the right to access to the park? Okay, so this is the pictures of the pictures of public space in Rotterdam. It's very simple. This is in the canal. They just provide the like platform along the canal, and then people can park their bike and sitting at the bench during the lunch hour, or during after they come back from the office, or come back from the class. Okay, so the changing how people get around, pedestrianize a street and put into a sculpture. Okay, so the sculpture in the middle of the canal, being as an attractor to the city user. So they just think that this is enough for us to have something like very beautiful image for the city. So they just why not we sit here and just enjoy the view, and we can have chatting, we can drink together with our friends. So this is very simple. I think this is very low budget, but it's significant to the city. Okay. Also in Victoria Park, London. Okay, this is an example of a park that has something for our people for all ages. So as I told you that the playground is not about the children. You have to define or divide the area, the space to the different zones, to the different user, because the user who visit the park is not allowed the children. The children come with the parents, the families, even with the friends or the elderly. So you have to divide the space, the area for different user and different zone. So if you can see from the pictures, they have a space for children to play actively and passively, and then they use sand. Sand is something like um, natural resources, so they can build like sandcastle. They can play around with the sand to build, to polish or to improve their creativity skill. And then kalau tengok dekat belah ground or rumput, you can see that the teenagers, the youth can lay down on the grass and picnic and with the family. And then they have some musician, buskers, and then they have elderly also there. So the park success in attract all ages of people, from the children to the elderly. So the first process is a recreation master plan. So what is a master plan? Master plan is a document that provides an inclusive framework for orderly and consistent planning, acquisitions, development and administrations of the parks and recreation resources, programs and facilities of the agency that supports the master plan. So basically, if you say in Malaysia, kalau related to the park and public space is under local authority ataupun Majlis Bandaraya, DBKL. Okay, so you can see how they maintains, how they manage the park. Okay, yang last week Miss tunjuk Tamatan Siti Tiwangsa tu is under DBKL. Okay, the DBKL adalah badan yang bertanggungjawab untuk menguruskan taman tu daripada cost, daripada maintenance, daripada operation, implementations, facilities and everything. Okay, it's all under DBKL. So master plan is in Malay we call it as Pelan Indo. Okay. So this is, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 objectives of recreation master plan. So how you can read. This is an example of Branton Parks and Recreation master plan. So they also have what is master plan. They provide the master plan. So in master plan, they mention everything, starting from the how they operate how they operate the park, who going to maintain, where is the budget will come, how about the costing every month, who is the user, and then they coordinate or cooperation with other agency. So theirs is all under the master. Okay, and then park and recreation planning process, they have entry levels. So first is master planning at the park system wide level. And then second is site planning for park and recreation facilities. Site planning, you have to plan the site. You have to carry out the site suitability analysis to find or to identify what is the best elements you can include in the site to design the park. And then third is about operational and maintenance planning. This is at a very important stage or important level, because maintenance is not easy. It costs a lot of money and manpower. Nanti kita akan belajar pasal park. So this is the planning process of recreation master plan. First, we have to collect data as usual. Okay, they have two types of data. One is primary data, second is secondary data. Primary data is observations, online survey or interview, expert interview. You can carry out the expert interview. You can interview urban designer, landscape architect, urban planner or local authority. Okay, or you can find sources, secondary sources such as journals, magazines, websites, or report any documents related to the recreation. Okay, so you have to collect the data first. Second is you conduct the analysis. This is the normal or usual process that you have to carry out. You have to go to the site to observe the site. You have to interview the people, the potential user. You have to site analysis might be involved topography, natural elements, cultural elements, land use elements, transportation and accessibility network, climate, environment, lots of things. You have to do the analysis to find the best sites. Okay, and then after you carry out the site analysis, you found the result, you find the findings, you know what is the potentials or what is the weakness at the site. So you will come up with the concept plan or idea. So this is under the plan making, concept plan and master plan. Okay, so the last stage or the last process is adopt and implement the plan. Okay, so you dah had the concept, you dah had the idea, so you have to implement, you have to make it reality. Okay, you nak buat betul-betul park idaman you dekat that area. Okay, first is data collections. So they have like 2 or 3 way to collect the data. First, public involvement. So the example is like you carry out or you can conduct a focus group discussion. You call the community, villages or user ataupun community dekat situ, and then you conduct the discussion. You ask them what they want, what they need to the park, what children needs, what is the best idea that they want. So you can collect all their view, and then you gunakan sebagai input untuk you come up with a good design. Okay, and then you boleh buat survey, demonstrate the need from a survey of community member. Yang ni cakap, you kalau you tengok ramai orang buat online survey kan, so you tanya pendapat diorang, apa yang diorang nak, apa yang diorang perlukan, apa aktiviti ataupun apa behavior diorang bila diorang dekat park. Okay, alright. So they have a few or several types of data collections that involve public participation. First is staff presentations, focus groups, household survey. You buat social demographic survey. You want to know what is the range of the income penduduk dekat situ. Apa majority etnik ataupun agama dekat situ. Is it Muslim, Hindu ataupun Buddha? And then diorang punya occupation, diorang punya level of education, because as I told you, different people have different needs. Okay, different range of people with different income, they have different needs and behavior. And then key leader meetings, which is you call for the like panggil ketua kampung, penghulu, ketua jabatan, majlis, okay, orang-orang penting, okay, top management. And then community gathering, public workshop, public open houses, online service and social media. Lots of things you can do, especially you can conduct the online survey through social media. It's very effective. So this is example survey tools. Okay, so you count how many people use the park or how many people passing by the park. Ada tak orang duduk dekat situ? Ada tak orang gunakan playground dekat situ? Ada tak orang piknik dekat situ? Okay, you can count and then you observe and then you record ataupun you buat mapping. Oh, dekat park ni belah kawasan playground je yang ramai orang, yang belah jogging track, belah bench, gazebo tak ada orang duduk. Sebab maybe because of maintenance, pokok tak terjaga. Okay, so you can record and mapping, and then you can interview them. You can interview the user, visitor yang datang dekat park. You tanya diorang apa yang diorang buat dekat park, apa yang diorang suka dengan park ni, how they access to park, macam mana diorang tak sampai dekat park. Okay, and then you should come up with the statistics. Statistics is very important as a proven ataupun statistical proven untuk membuktikan okay, this is the right data ataupun this is the fact yang dekat puncak alam ni sebenarnya majoriti yang suka pergi park ataupun yang buat outdoor activity adalah student. Because daripada survey yang kami lakukan, 90% penduduk dekat puncak alam adalah student umur 19 sampai 23, ataupun mostly yang pergi playground ataupun park kat sini adalah family yang anak majority mempunyai 2 orang anak yang berusia 6 tahun ke bawah. So you have to ada data statistik tu, okay, untuk This is site analysis. You have to observe the existing conditions. You carry out the analysis needs and preferences, content analysis, financial analysis pun kena buat. Dia macam market analysis lah. You kena tengok kemampuan local authority tu untuk kalau you come up dengan design A, okay, mampu ke tidak, how much the budget, mampu ke tidak local government untuk provide that budget untuk maintain ataupun untuk design the playground, the park, okay. Dia maybe dalam long term, dalam masa setahun ataupun 5 tahun, ada apa kemampuan local authority. And then you buat inventory, and then you review existing program and plan. You tengok apa yang current program yang tengah dijalankan. Is that memberi manfaat kepada user community ataupun sekadar buat je. Okay, that is review. This one is plan making. You come up with the concept, you come up with three alternative for concept A, B, C, and then you and the client can choose the best one. And then you develop the objective strategy. What is your aims? Apa you punya target? Is that you nak buat inclusive park, atau you nak buat neighborhood park yang attract all ages of people, ataupun you nak maybe nak fokus kepada golongan T20 contohnya, for example, okay. So maybe your punya design pun memang very exclusive, very high class, memang meet the standards of T20 punya community. This is from concept to reality. So you tengok number one, you come up with a very rough diagram ataupun very rough sketch. Your punya idea, you consider the site analysis, consider the potential and the weakness of the site. You tengok ada topography, ada existing landscape, and then how about the view, how about the accessibility, how about the water body, and then what types of activity yang you nak zonekan dekat kawasan tu, which area untuk children, which area untuk family, which area untuk relax, which area untuk active activities, okay. And then you pergi pada detail layout. Number 2 is a very detailed layout. Okay, number 3 you dah implement ataupun you number 4 is implementation, dah siap. Okay, so number 3 is like images perspective. This is bayangan. This is what will happen in the park. Okay, parknya begini, facing pada ada sea view, ada trees, what types of trees, what types of landscape, and then benches, sitting, and then what types of activity yang orang akan buat. So this is all the proposal stage. And then you tengok nombor 4, you tengok, kalau you tengok ramai orang macam tu, it means that the park is very successful. Okay, you tengok people can lingering around, children can play around, they have the family, even parents ataupun mothers can talk to each other, can meet a new friends. And then you tengok youth can laying down on grass, boleh lepak dengan kawan-kawan, boleh chit chat, boleh hang out, kan. Okay, so this is the questions. Who actually prepares the plan? Okay, Recreation Department in municipality ataupun park and amenity, jabatan taman ataupun jabatan landscape, and ataupun planning consultant ataupun landscape architect, ataupun by combination of the two. Planning consultant, somehow local authority tak ada expertise, ada designer, they have the money, they have the budget, dia ada peruntukan daripada state ataupun federal, but tapi dia tak ada expertise untuk carry out the task. Okay, so dia buka lah tender, dia bagi pada firm, private firm landscape architect, urban designer ataupun planning untuk buat projek tu. Okay, so it means like coordination and cooperation between private and this is adult and implement plan. Okay, so the final master plan is designed to serve as a decision making tool for local government officials to help set priorities for implementations and to provide high level of parks and recreation services. Okay, so as a local government, they have to fulfill community needs. Dia kena penuhkan keperluan penduduk dekat situ. It's not keperluan sekolah, kesihatan, tapi keperluan untuk bersosial. Okay, so that's the tanggungjawab from the local government lah. Okay, they have to give services to the local community. Okay, the local government parks and recreation board has a major role in advancing the plan for adoption. Okay, peranan tu adalah dimainkan oleh local authority. Prior to adoption by the governing body, a final public hearing should be this one. Public hearing maksudnya pendengaran awam. Maksudnya bila plan dah siap, awak dah ada cadangan, dah ada design, dah ada master plan, so you have to present dekat community, okay, untuk dapatkan feedback, untuk dapatkan komen daripada mereka, okay ke tidak, adakah ini yang diorang nak, adakah ini park yang memenuhi keperluan semua orang, yang akan menggembirakan semua orang. So you have to buat public hearing untuk collect the feedback from. Okay. So this is 7 factor required for implementation. I hope you can read by your own. So these key factors lead to successful implementation operation master plan. Somehow, due to the limitations of the budget, maksudnya bukan tak ada peruntukan, is very minimum ataupun very small budget. Mungkin macam Majlis Daerah Alustar ke Kuala Kangsar ke, they have very small budget, so dia nak buat park tapi dengan limit budget tu, so dia tak mampu buat park yang besar, park yang cantik ataupun yang memenuhi keperluan semua penduduk. Okay. So what is factor actually yang lead to the successful implementation? Kalau awak tengok dekat Malaysia ni, mostly we are very good in talking ataupun we are very good in design, but we are fail in terms of implementation. Okay, kita gagal implement because of, I can see that it because of the political bureaucracy. Okay, banyak sangat birokrasi, banyak sangat political intervention, because most of our decision maker is politicians. Somehow politician is not from the background of technical like engineering ke, planning ke, architecture ke. So they just like it's all about janji ada je. Okay. So first is the master plan will more successful if the plan was unique to the community. Maksudnya lain daripada yang lain. Very rare. Yang orang kita, I mean like people memang suka benda something yang very rare, yang macam it can be viral, contohnya macam tu. Okay. Macam awak lah makan goreng pisang dengan cheese, macam tu. Okay, second is cooperation with other departments. This is very important. Coordination between public and private, even internal department. Contohnya macam planning department dengan finance department, planning department dengan landscape department, planning department dengan engineering department. Okay, somehow we work in silo. Maksudnya department planning kerja bahagian planning, langsung tak nak kerjasama dengan arkitek, tak nak kerjasama dengan engineering department. So it's very hard sebenarnya sebab tak ada coordination. Sama juga besok kalau awak buat study masa part 5 dengan part 6, you have several sectors. So every sector have to work together. Sektor land use kena dapatkan input daripada sektor housing, daripada sektor rangka kerja wilayah, dari sektor pertanian. Same goes to the sektor pertanian. Kena dapatkan data daripada sektor ekonomi, kena dapat data daripada sektor land use. Okay, we have to work as a team. Okay, so third, adequate resources. Okay, resources ni first is of course financial resources, kewangan. Financial resources is very important. Tak ada duit tak boleh buat project. Okay, fourth is where there was a political support. Because macam tadi Miss cakap, the decision maker is a politician. Most of them are politicians. Okay, so politician ni dia orang adalah orang yang berpengaruh, yang senang dapat sokongan. So bila politician ataupun our decision maker ni ada power, ada money, so dia boleh dapatkan pengaruh tu, dia boleh dapatkan sokongan daripada community, so the project will be implement. So let's see kalau decision maker tu tak dapat sokongan ataupun pengaruh daripada community ataupun daripada board of director, the project will not be implement. Okay, so this is the political issue dalam. And then next is they have 3 things need to be accomplished to increase ataupun to make sure that the plan will be implementation. First, building the power of the parks and recreation. Ni power, kuasa. Okay, so selalunya kuasa ni datang daripada top management because they are decision maker. Diorang yang buat keputusan sama ada projek ni boleh dibuat ataupun tidak. Boleh tak projek ni dibuat mengikut bajet yang dah ditetapkan oleh designer ataupun terpaksa ikut bajet yang diorang ada. Contohlah ke government kalau ada small budget, so they have to follow the small budget. Okay, building support from the community. Community kalau tak support, so park tu at the end of the day tak ada orang guna. Kalau community tu happy because of the park is very unique, is very significant to the children, very inclusive, so community will come. So awak pun akan tengok like macam very progressive, community kat situ very active sebab pergi park, enjoy the park, enjoy the nature, enjoy ada, they create the good experience dekat park, dekat neighborhood tu. Okay, third, building the political and organizational capacity of recreation department. Yang ni maksudnya cooperation and coordination between internal department dengan external department. Internal department contohnya macam planning department dengan finance department, ataupun planning department dengan building department, ataupun dengan engineering department, okay, yang dalam local government. Kalau intra means like macam public dengan private. Private is landscape architect firm, planning firm, engineering firm. They have to work together with the local authority sebab yang luluskan plan ataupun yang luluskan master plan is local government. So whatever design you come up with, after you carry out the site analysis, you found the result or the finding, you found the potential strength or even the weakness on the site, you should understand that design is all about people. People are the key, okay? Because yang menggunakan park tu is people, bukannya animals, okay? Bukannya pokok buat perhiasan. It's all about people, okay? Daripada kanak-kanak, baby dalam stroller, sampailah kepada orang tua, elderly, okay? Culture and climate climates are different from city to city, okay? Mungkin budaya ataupun cuaca. Awak tengok Omis, memanglah Mak Saleh tu kita boleh buat park macam tu sebab Mak Saleh negara Europe contohnya sejuk, okay? So that's why diorang boleh lepak dekat padang macam tu tengah-tengah hari buta, diorang boleh lunch dekat situ, piknik dekat situ, diorang boleh cycling. Kat Malaysia mana boleh macam tu? Kat Malaysia semua nak indoor because of semua orang nak rasa comfortable, nak duduk dalam aircon, okay? Because of the cuaca. But whatever it is, we all experience our environment from the same starting point. Semua orang akan merasakan atau dapat a good memorable ataupun meaningful memory when you are in park and the same experience. Kita akan enjoy, kita akan really stress. Kita akan dapat keseronokan yang sama, kepuasan yang sama. Whatever you are, whatever culture ataupun climate dekat negara itu, kat bandar tu, kita masih lagi dapat experience yang sama. Okay, kita masih lagi dapat memenuhi kepuasan kita ataupun human needs. Okay. So I think that's all for the lecture 7, planning recreation process. So to recap a bit, this topic or this lecture is about the process, how to providing master plan, okay, recreation master plan. What is the process behind the master plan? What should be in master plan, and what is the factor or the key factor to make sure that the master plan should be implementation or success. How to make sure that the park we plan tu sukses, berjaya. Okay, yang dimaksudkan dengan park tu berjaya adalah bila community menggunakannya, utilize the space, utilize the area, ada aktiviti berlaku kat situ, and then fulfill the needs of the community. Okay, memenuhi keperluan community. You have to remember that dalam sesuatu bandar, keperluan ataupun kehendak manusia is not about the physical, it's not about economy, it's all about social. Okay, social social interaction can be generate in public space. Okay, macam awak pergi jogging ataupun awak duduk tiba-tiba pergi park sorang-sorang jogging ke, duduk dekat bench, suddenly ada orang datang tegur awak. Okay, maybe the stranger. Okay, so somehow mungkin dia boleh jadi kawan awak, walaupun mungkin tak seclose, tapi at least you can talk to, awak ada orang nak berbual, awak kenal dia siapa. Okay, social interaction boleh berlaku dekat park. So this is very important, especially in this current situation. We talk about social distancing, macam mana it is actually not social distancing. We still can talk to each other, we still can have communicate or interact with your neighbors, your friends, maybe through online, not through physical. Okay, the terms is not social distancing, actually it's a physical. Yang menjarakkan kita hanyalah kita punya physical badan kita. It's not about social. We still can talk to the stranger, we still can talk with our friends. Okay, so maybe this is very good idea. I want you to think how social distancing ataupun what will be happen after the pandemic ataupun after the MCO is lifted. what will be happen among us or social interactions in public space. Adakah kita still lagi rasa macam very ragu-ragu nak dekat dengan orang because kita fikir macam, oh, we have to distance ourselves 1 meter or 1.5 meter to each other. Kita tak boleh rapat-rapat, nanti ada virus, dapat virus. What do you think about that situation bila all this pandemic ni dah habis, ataupun when the MCO are lifted, maybe soon nanti. Okay, so I want you to think about that. Fikir, tengok keadaan sekitar awak, observe siapa yang dekat rumah tu. Maybe you can observe dekat around your neighborhood, ada playground, ada public space, ada park ke, ataupun ada small pocket park ke yang orang utilize, orang guna. Sekarang awak tengok park tu semua jadi sunyi, no one's visit the park, no one's play in the park. Even children pun dah main dekat dalam rumah, dia dah tak pergi dekat playground sebab because of the social distancing and the virus. Okay, so I hope you understand the lecture. If you don't understand or you have the questions, please pin me through WhatsApp or through email. I will reply as soon as possible. And that's all. I hope you all stay safe and stay healthy. Please do something beneficial for your body, workout, eat good food. Don't forget to keep up your momentum as a student. Continue learning activities, still continue. Okay, don't eat too much junk food and don't watch too much movie. Okay, I wish you all the best. See you next time. See you in the next lecture. Thank you. Bye. Assalamualaikum.